everyone, my name is Michelle Rank and I've got some very special news to share. We are going to be hosting a very unique mini event at our Brea location called Ocean Art Workshop. Now we're bringing in Gwen Weedon all the way from San Luis Obispo to teach you her very unique and specialized way of making an ocean art quilt. I can't wait for you to meet her. So let's drop on over to Gwen real quick and she'll introduce herself and talk a little bit about her workshop.
Hello, my name is Gwen Weedon and I teach ocean art quilt. And I've been teaching it since 2019 and a lot of people love it. It's successful. I teach a 5-hour class and I can guarantee you will have a quilt top at the end of your class, and that is saying a lot because I've been quilting for 30 years and I have not had that happen yet. So here's the description of my class, what to bring, the supplies. You will have a supply list, and this is the first one I started with. I started teaching this at Betty's Fabrics in San Luis Obispo, California, and they were calling it the Love Quilt. So what I do is I teach. You bring ocean fabric, you bring sky fabric, and you bring sand fabric. And then these words are glued on later and quilted over. And then these waves, that is white flannel raveled. And then these are the sand dollars I will bring to class and give to you, and I just glue gun them on.
So aren't you excited? I know I am. So once you sign up, and you can either do that on our website, moors-so.com, or you can go into one of our 4 locations where you can register for this unique event. When you do, you'll be getting an email with all of the supplies that you will need for her class, including tools and also the fabric requirements. So back to Gwen for more information.
We're going to be using a rotary cutter. The very, very first thing is bring a brand new blade, not one that has ever been used, because we're cutting on layers and we are cutting curves, which are so important to have the sharpest blade ever. If you have a big one, I'm not telling you to buy one. If you have a big one, you'll get better curves. Slopes. I call them slopes, not really curves, because some people want to go like this and that won't work. So you're just like slowly doing it. This works just as well, but please buy a brand new rotary cutter blade. I'll tell you what not to bring. Please don't bring this. Don't bring jelly rolls or fat quarters. These are 2 things that will just take up your time sewing them together and making fabric. So bring the right type, the size of fabric that will work well. And usually that's selvage to selvage, which is something like this. But what we end up using, don't cut your fabric before, because we don't know. We're going to lay them out to see what works best. But the size of fabric you need is like this. And I would say this is like 45 to 6 inches, and on all of it. It took this big of a piece of fabric to create this big of a quilt. So this is the bigger size, and you need a lot of fabric. You're not going to use small amounts. And then here is another idea. This is a great way to use printed fabric. See the clouds, the sunset fabric, even that tree fabric gives it a really cool effect. And I just cut that in there. It was like a Hawaiian print. And so this is what you will end up with. This quilt top is what you will end up in my class after 5 hours. And that's also with the lunch break. And then, so you can please bring in a lot of fabric. Bring in like a stack of fabric for your sky. You can bring birds, printed sunsets, clouds. I got this cool one on the free table, dolphins. I use that. And oh, I gave that away to my son. Simple. Oh, this is a pretty fabric. on the other side. This is actually the perfect size. That is perfect. This is what you start with. And then you end up having a smaller quilt, this size. So you start with this size, selvage to selvage, and by the time you have your quilt top, it's cut down because you keep trimming and blocking it because it's art and it's gonna be hanging on the wall and you want it to be straight. And then these are sky fabrics. Bring in a lot of water fabrics. Water fabrics, bring a dark for your horizon line. You see that? Dark is for your horizon line. So there's a contrast between the sky and the water. And then bring in something like this. A batik is beautiful. It has a palette. There's yellows, greens, purples, orange. It works really well and you can pull everything together with a palette fabric. Bring in interesting print. This could go this way or either way. And there's sand. You want to bring grunge. Sand is the best. I love grunge. Grunge, teal, watery colors, because it's like layered. There's more colors. It's like a painting. Grunge. And then this is a really great fabric. It's sand dollars. But it's a nice, light, crisp, sandy color, like sand dunes. Like this looks like sand dunes. This looks like sand dunes. Here, I found this one with the sandpipers. That's really a great blender because it looks like they're in the water, but it's going onto the sand. See how interesting it is when you have stripes, geometric, batik, images, dark. And then if you want to do a sunset, then you bring in all these that look like a sunset, and you can get something like this. So we got water, sand, and then if you want to bring in something, you can applique on it with lettering. You can do that. And then these are the waves again. I haven't sewed them down yet, but I sew them down, then I fluff them up, and then put it together and quilt it all together. And there's other fabrics you can bring for lettering. There's some really cool fabrics out right now with lettering in them. I actually found it, the store that we're gonna be in, I hope there'll be something like this. And just to add some interest, these kind of, it's fun. That's why I put love on there. It's kind of subtle, but I love it. You could cut out boats for different things. I found this. This is actually the fabric I used for both of my big one and little one. Is this? They had little writings and then love and hope. It was really sweet. You can do anything. A bird. And then also, last but not least, is your sun. And when you finish your complete, this is a complete quilt top. Your last seam is the horizon line. And then you pick your sun fabric. Bring some sun fabrics because you're just going to cut out a little sun. And then when you plop that thing on there, it just like makes it. It's like putting a cherry on the top. When you start piecing these things together, is a bunch of these things. And then you just start making up like that. That doesn't work. That's because it was a back order. So I like the fabric. So don't make it harder on yourself. Use long pieces of strips. And you can have it cut at the fabric store, a quarter of a yard. And you can use, in each color, the sand, you would use like 8, choose from 8 or 4, ending with 4 or 5. The sand, you end up with 5. Skies, you end up with, it could be anything. It would be, I used a lot. And this is a sky down here that hasn't been complete. But there's like, I don't know, it could be 8 fabrics in there or 10. So don't hold back on bringing fabric. Please bring as much as you can. Also, there's one more thing. Please bring batting for your design wall. A big, huge piece. Actually bigger than this. See, I'm using 100% cotton batting and it sticks on so nice. So bring like that piece, I don't know, 45 inches wide and then probably 60 inches long, but a big huge design wall. And then also bring blue tape, blue painter's tape. And that's if we can use, but we really need to design this quilt on the wall because it will be on the wall. You can end up getting a size, making a size that's somewhere in between that and that. So art, it's all relative, right? So I hope you can get all the fabrics and come to the class, and it's July 20th, and bring a long cutting board. That's very important, a long cutting board, because we just walk and we just curve, and we do a lot of curving, and by the end of the class you'll get really good at it. In the beginning it's a little scary maybe, but I love holding this one up. But when you get your supply list, there'll be a sample on the supply list with the colors on it. See, there's some purples, blues, creams. But I hope you can come to our class and at Moore Sewing Center in Brea. And I would love to see you and have fun in our class. Thank you.
Isn't that cool? I just love her ocean art quilts. So don't forget moors-sew.com. You can register, or you can drop in at one of our 4 locations here in Southern California. We can't wait to service you at either option. And I look forward to seeing you on July 20th. It starts at 9 a.m. for this very unique, once again, specialized workshop, Ocean Art Workshop. Until then, bye-bye!